And good morning, everyone, for another morning coffee with Marcaida on a Saturday. As we start off our morning cup of joe with you guys. And how's everybody on this Saturday as we're here in this allergy time? Oh, there, just staved off a sneeze. But I am grateful to be here and to be able to say some words with you this morning on what is a beautiful sunny day out here. And as we start out for today's talk, it's the same thing about accessing the one thing that we always have around us, and that's our past and our memories. You know, how many times do people say their past should not hold you back? And a lot of times it's like, wow, it's very interesting because it's always something that we always use for a point of reference to everything that we do, isn't it? Like, let's access that memory. What happened? Because every time you think about something and you access memory, it's the past. Obviously, you're not living it, right? It's from that. But one of the things that I find is when we look at that, when we start thinking about our past as how it affects us, when you're looking back in your past and you start to feel a certain kind of emotion that brings you down, or a certain kind of emotion that elicits an emotion that doesn't make you want to do anything, you are now letting your past be an anchor. And when it's an anchor, it just holds you down. Don't allow that to happen, because you're in control. So knowing that you're in control, you should use the thoughts and memories of that past to serve as a platform to push you forward. And how do I do that? So if I find a memory or something that's getting me down, or I don't want to do, I just want to sulk you in the corner, right? It just doesn't feel right to do anything. And so what I do is look at it and say, what has it taught me? What has it taught me? Why am I thinking about this? And that's one of the things that you need to realize, at least in my therapy of growth, is I have to face the past, because if I don't, I start to feel that I've kind of subconsciously hidden things, and subconsciously it's going to come out. It's going to manifest itself somehow, some way. I feel like I can't move forward with this thing, or something's bothering me and I can't put my finger on it. That's because I've suppressed memories. Now, the mind is a weird thing. It will suppress memories to try to protect your mindset, right? To protect your emotions. But it really doesn't help, because you'll always feel something's wrong or something's not resolved. So sometimes when you do regressive therapy or you go look back into that, it's because you have to face it. It's like watching a movie, right? You know it's going to end up bad, but then the more you face it, the more you look at it, the more you analyze it, you can finally look at it without emotion. And then you can move forward. You can look at it and say, okay, what do I learn from it? You can move forward because it doesn't hurt anymore. It's there to serve as a reminder what not to do next time. It's there to be a lesson to say, okay, how do we move forward from this? And I also look at regressive memories as a point of view of, this is where you were. That's not who you are anymore. Remember that. When you say, I don't want to think about it because it hurts, that's not you anymore. Or, I was so angry about that. That's not them anymore. That was in the past. That's a memory. It's gone. So when you look back at it, it says, okay, well, look how far you've come. Sometimes we forget. Oh, that's right. We've grown. Look at a picture of you as a baby. Oh, well, that's me. That's not you anymore. At that time, you were just a little toddler, or you were so young, or you didn't have the response. You didn't have the life lessons to back you up. It still hurts because you look at it as an anchor, as opposed to look at it with saying, that's where I was. I look at it as a reminder of where I was and where I am today, and see the growth. I look at it as, that it was a lesson for me to move forward and not do that again. I use it as a catapult to push me forward and not hold me back. Knowing that is powerful, because then you're still in control. The mind's plays tricks on you. It does use the past memory, but if you use it to hold you back, it's an anchor. If you're able to use it as a platform to push you forward, then you're using it as a tool. We're accessing these memories to say, that's where I was. Those situations aren't the same as they are today. And I like that I'm always reminded as a lesson, that's who you were. Because then I got to have a starting point. Even in martial arts, when we do stuff, you have a start point, you have an end point. This way, I know where I am. Oh, I was a white belt then. Where I'm at today, I'm a green, whatever I'm called, but I'm progressing, right? Same thing. So I use it as a reminder of where I am, as a point of reference of the lessons learned, but never, as a thing to stop me from moving forward, because life is so short to be stuck in a certain point of your life. You're not supposed to live in the past, always going back. Well, in the past, in the past, in the past, that's not happening anymore. What about the present and future? Those are the things that you got to work on, because if you hold on to it, what a waste of your time. Time is short in our life, and this big thing, when we look at it, it's like, this is, even 100 years if we're lucky to do that. You look at that because that's nothing. That is nothing. So why are you letting your past hold you back and stop you from living? Don't just exist. And those are the tools of how accessing memories of looking in the past will help you grow and move forward. It's not an anchor. It's a point of reference to push you forward. Doug Marcaida here with our Saturday morning thought on this morning coffee. Have a great weekend, folks. Be safe.